Hey there, hi there, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Cat Star here with the Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, June 2022 reading. Some of you may have seen the other readings, the fire sign, the water sign, the air sign, which went live earlier today. And now we are into the Earth signs. So I'm going to go over this really, really quickly with you. We do have, this is a newer to me deck, playing with it, doing readings for you here on the channel, getting to know it and getting to work with it, which is super, super fun for me when I get new decks, is to do readings. Of course, I have, worked with them once or twice behind the scenes before doing this, getting a feel for them, getting an understanding for them. But I do like to do readings with them to get a feel for them, see what kind of energy comes out. These cards have been super powerful, and I'm super, super excited to use them in different ways in the future on the channel here. So just so that you know, if you haven't seen any of the other readings, we do have 3 decks of cards. These are your zodiac sign cards, and so I do have these in order. This is your actual energy that pretty much surrounds you all of the time, though it is going to be just a bit heightened for June and or kind of at a higher level in the month of June for this reading. We have the house cards. The house cards are the area of your life affected, or the sphere of life that a matter or whatever may be happening in June is potentially going to be played out in. And we have the planet cards. The planet cards represent the part of your personality that is engaged, or kind of what may be activated or affected within the month of June. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment. They are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so, so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, do be making sure that you're checking back regularly, that you're subscribed, you've hit that bell icon so you get all the notifications, as I will also be doing singles love readings in kind of this fashion, the fire, the water, the air, the earth signs as well. So do be sure, again, that you're subscribed and you have that bell notification click so you get the notifications. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. Taurus, we're going to go ahead and start with you. Your zodiac sign card says the energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. So Taurus, this is heightened in June. This is generally your pretty much your overall energy, but there is a heightening in the month of June around this. So you are very abundant, you're rich, you're earthy, you're productive, yet you just don't go super quick into things. You are slow, you are relaxed, you are comfortable within kind of what it is that you're doing. So let's go ahead and take a look at what area of your life may be affected, or kind of where matters might play out for you in the month of June. And you have the 4th house, your home and the roots of your being. I'm starting to see a little bit of a pattern here. Let's go ahead and see what part of your personality may be affected or activated within this. And then we'll put the 3 together for you, Taurus. Let's go ahead and see what comes through here. Ooh, pattern didn't stick, although it's pretty close. You have Pluto, your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. This is almost as a rising out of the ashes. So what I was talking about within the pattern here for you, Taurus, is there was lots of greens coming in, and then you have this beautiful yellow. Look at how kind of illuminated, bright, beautiful those cards are. This one is very earthy, just gorgeous for you here, Taurus. So let's go ahead and look. So you have this energy around you that shows the abundance of nature. You have your home and the roots of your being, which could potentially be where this matter is playing out, or where something is playing out. Now we see here that there is a hand within this card. Hopefully you can see that, holding a littler hand. So for some of you, actually what's coming through within that image is that there may be a new potential baby that you find out about, or one that you are bringing home in June, or that you find out about in June that you'll be bringing forth or bringing home later. This could be your child, it could be a grandchild, it could be however that resonates, because we all have very different situations, very different experiences within our life. But there may be a child coming in, either into the house in June, or you finding out about a child that could be coming home with you or within the house. This also, adoption is coming up here. So if that is you and you are super excited about it, congratulations. All right. So you have these two. So you're very relaxed. You have this earthy, rich, productive energy, and you are potentially working on a garden, because it's coming in here for you, Taurus, that you have this this home, this roots of your being. Planting seeds is what is coming through here. It's coming through in the form of a garden, but also in the form of creating your goals. And you have the Pluto card, your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. Again, the adoption is coming through for some of you here, that potentially you have been working towards a family or having a child, and that you are actually have been in the process of taking that big leap and having that rebirth of sorts. Isn't it interesting that that came through with that? And then the Pluto card says rebirth. So you have a lot of natural energy coming in the month of June, Taurus, that is very much focused on your home life, on your roots, on your beliefs, on the abundance of nature that is around you, and that rebirth. So there's a transformation coming in for you in June within potentially that familial kind of connection and or adoption, a child. But you are really relaxed, you're taking things slow, and you're being very, very deliberate with the choices and the decisions that you're making. And it is going to be very abundant for you within this transition, this transformation. All right. Ooh, that is so gorgeous. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and put that one here. We're going to go ahead and go on to, now if that was, informative for you, please do remember to hit that like button, and all the things. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Virgo. Virgo, your energy, your zodiac sign energy card is the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. So Virgo, this is heightened just a bit. Many of you are feeling very much within that dutiful kind of energy, feeling as if there is a lot to be done and you are on it to either get it done or assist with getting it done. So let's go ahead and see here what area of your life this matter might affect or might be played out in. Let's go ahead and see. These readings are so interesting as they give information and they give ideas for you as well, I believe. So let's go ahead and see. You have the 10th house, your achievements and the status of the outside world. Now, there are 12 cards in each of these decks. Some of them are playing out in across the readings. That is lovely to see that the energy is almost in a cooperative or almost a collective kind of way, working towards the same or similar energies. All right, let's go ahead and see now for Virgo, the part of your personality that may be affected and or activated. Ooh, I almost turned the whole deck over. That would have been interesting. The moon. I don't think we've gotten this one. Your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. So what's coming through for you here, Virgo, within this is that for some of you in the month of June, it's going to be coming through that you're feeling like there's a lot that needs to be done. Some of you might have that hesitant kind of energy. It's feeling as if there's a potential through your achievements, your status in the outside world, that you have really been working towards finishing a project, finishing something, a completion of some sorts. It is really something that is showing up in your outside world. This isn't kind of showing up in your inside world, and yet the part of you that is coming through as being activated or affected in this way, affected, is your kind of having inner emotions or responses. There's a potential, Virgo, that some of you feel like either you or somebody else has dropped the ball, and that it's not going to shine very brightly down on you as far as the way that other people are seeing things. And that is bringing about a little bit of inner, almost turmoil with that moon card, feeling that inner turmoil, or feeling this almost a resentment is coming through here in the month of June for you, Virgo. So knowing that you can do what you can do, and that people are going to think what they're going to think either way, could be very, very beneficial for you during this time. And really focusing towards what it is that you're working towards, the achievements, the, fulfillment, the completion, and, allowing for the kind of outside world to really have their own opinions, their own ideas, but holding strong and true to who you are, and really the work that potentially you have put into this, what you have invested, and what you actually do get to give plus receive at the completion of it, without really taking on other people's thoughts or other people's opinions, because we all have thoughts, we all have opinions. That doesn't mean that we need to give other people's thoughts or opinions our power, Virgo. So that's kind of a very strong message coming through for you for June. Pay attention to where you might be feeling as if there's kind of some stuff going on inside you, this inner turmoil that came through with that, and really notice if it's something that you really give a shit about. If you do, you might try to figure out why it might be weighing so heavy or bothering you. If not, then just let it go and know that, everybody has their own thoughts, their own opinions. That doesn't mean we have to internalize them. Very powerful message, Virgo. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, your zodiac card is: the energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. Cautious ambition. So, Capricorn, you have some very, very kind of strong energy coming through in June. Now, this is your general energy, but it's heightened during June. So very strong, very kind of materialistic. On top of that, let's go ahead and see the area of your life that might be affected in June. What part this is, or the matter, or the part of your life in which this matter may play out, or a matter may play out in June. You have the 8th house. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. All right, let's go ahead and see the part of your personality that is either affected or activated. And then we're going to put all three of these together for you, Capricorn. Part of the personality. Ooh, trying to stick together there. All right. And you have Neptune, your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. Just look at these cards. Aren't they gorgeous? I love the imagery. I love all of the stars throughout all of them. The front and the back has all of the stars. Perfect for the Lucky Stars channel. Perfect for the Stars Aligned Oracle channel. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We are all lucky stars. We are all stars, no matter what zodiac sign we are under, no matter where we are within the world. We are all under that same sky, under those same beautiful, brilliant stars. All right, let's go ahead and put this together for you here, Capricorn. So your energy around... the energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. vision, the eighth house, right along with that. Notice that there's kind of similar coloring within these two cards. So you've got kind of a little bit of a pattern going on here, Capricorn. Transformation, the eighth house, this is that transformational area of your life about shared resources and intense emotions. There is a rainbow in the back here, Capricorn. What I'm really getting, if I'm being honest with you, truthful with you here, is to really share the workload. There's a lot of hard work, and it's really coming through, Capricorn, that you really invest a lot of yourself into the things that you do. You really invest a lot of yourself into your work, into your life in general, into relationships, into family. And sometimes you are actually really kind of doing everything, holding that whole burden, the burden of all the things on your back. And there's not always a reciprocating kind of energy where other people are doing things just as well. It's more as if you kind of, not to be harsh here, Capricorn, but that you kind of really, really take everything on almost in this idea where you may actually feel like you are the only person that can kind of do the job or do it maybe right, and that's coming through pretty strong. You're working towards goals, you're working towards things, but what's coming through with this eighth house card is that there's a potential that you are just at your rope's end. You're feeling very overwhelmed, you're feeling very burdened, you're feeling very responsible for how things go, how things turn out in whatever category of your life in June. And it's really time to potentially lay down some of that burden. When we think of the marriage or the two rings, a lot of times we think of coming together as a team, partnership, working together, and that would, you know, include some compromise. So this is coming through with you being able to take some stuff off of your plate, Capricorn, in June. Kind of, you know, delegate things, share with other people, let them have some of that responsibility, some of that burden, and also share resources. Potentially somebody has been coming in, you know, working towards giving you an idea of how to streamline something, how to do something easier, and or how to take something off of your plate completely, and potentially you haven't been listening or paying attention. So Capricorn, it's coming through that, you know, it's time to let other people help you, ask for help, delegate, take things off your plate, reduce that potential feeling of burden and overwhelm. And there's going to be a very, very kind of big release, or this feeling of the world coming off of your shoulders, not so heavy within that in June. And then within uh, the part of your personality, Neptune, it's coming through. Neptune, excuse me, Capricorn, you have that Neptune card. It's coming through that some of you have really been dreaming about letting go of some of these things that almost you have really been tying yourself to, which potentially don't need to be anymore. There's images of kind of bags with strings that you're like carrying behind you, like you have all these strings, like also what's coming through is, and I know it's in correlation with that, is a bunch of leashes with a bunch of dogs, and the dogs, instead of walking ahead, are kind of trailing behind, and the walker is kind of pulling them or urging them to continue moving forward. And that is what's coming through here, Capricorn, that you are potentially just dragging a whole bunch of things with you, still doing it, still doing the processes, still continuing, almost in this idea of tradition, or keeping kind of a legacy going. And you have fantasized about letting go of this. You have longed for, you have in fact yearned for this release. You've been holding on to this idea that this has to be, it's always been done this way, it has to continue to be done this way, Capricorn. And what is coming through for you is that in June, you're really going to start to realize and see, and it may come as a tower moment, something very big or significant happening that kind of puts all that on its ear, and you begin to realize that you can share responsibilities, you can share duties, you can share resources with others to learn and or to get guidance or experience in streamlining things and or just letting things fall away as they potentially were meant to quite a long time ago. Wow, very powerful readings here for the earth signs, actually all across the board for all the signs. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. Again, it does notify you every time I upload new readings. It also supports the channel, helps it to grow, and supports me, your girl over here, so I can continue to bring these amazing, powerful, very wonderful readings to you. Also, do be on the lookout as the singles love readings for the signs will be coming out very, very quickly, potentially even tomorrow, though I don't normally do readings on Sundays. I gotta get a little caught up here. May's kind of taken me by storm, so ready for June if you haven't noticed that. All right, as always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors, and I'll see you in the next reading.